welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, wonderful Christmas, wonderful New Year. Welcome to my December reading wrap up. In this one I'm going to feature some stats of my reading, go through the books I actually managed to get through on my December TBR, and then as you can see I have a gap on my shelf. I've been doing some decluttering, so right at the end there will be a bit of a unhauling of books. If you don't want to stay for that, then you can just stay for the wrap up, but if you'd like to, then grab yourself a cup of tea and I'll try not to keep you here too long. So I managed to read 111 books in 2020, which I'm really pleased with because my goal was originally 50 and then I changed it when lockdown 1.0 hit and made it 100. Roald Dahl did help me with that. I read a lot. I think I read all of his books actually to get my numbers up. But yeah, so I read 111 books, 31,052 pages in total, which is pretty cool. But yeah, December, my December TBR, where to start? So I did not read all of the books on my December TBR. I tried hard, but let me get them. Sorry, you can see my bottom. Yeah, so these are most of the books that were on my December TBR. So I'm going to go through, I did donate a few to my local, what is it, book phone box. It's like a book exchange, and now I'm dropping stuff. But yeah, let's go through the ones I've got, and then we'll kind of see where we are. Melissa Hill, A Diamond from Tiffany's. Where are you? Okay, I reckon A Diamond from Tiffany's was one I've obviously already donated because I can't see it here. I think I read, there was a few books in that book, and I read the Diamond from Tiffany's one and then just kind of left it at that. I wasn't particularly interested in the others. So I left that. Paige Toon, my best friend. I love Paige Toon. I love her writing. I love her characters. I think they're fab. I caught up on the little mini sequel to One Perfect Summer with One Perfect Christmas. It was only 60 pages. I loved it. It just, if anything, solidified my love for her. So there's that. What was next? Right, the Matt Haig books. So it started with A Boy Called Christmas. I gave it 4 stars. The Girl Who Saved Christmas, 3 stars. And Father Christmas and Me, 3 stars. Now, I loved the story in this. I really, really enjoyed it. And I liked seeing where the rest of the story went. But it just wasn't a firm favourite for me. So I am going to be decluttering these 3. But I did really enjoy kind of going on the journey, seeing where we got to and what happened to the characters, but ultimately they weren't a firm favourite. What's next? The Christmas Promise. That one I gave to my friend. It was okay. I found halfway through I felt like the story had kind of ended, but it was still going on. So I only gave it 3 stars. And obviously gave it to my friend. But yeah, it wasn't one that I would read again. Unfortunately. Christmas in the Snow by Karen Swan. I read a chapter and a half and decided it just wasn't for me, so I DNF'd it. So there's that. Where did we get to next? Winter Magic by Abby Elphinstone and other authors. I didn't get to this one, so I am a bit sad about that, but it will be staying on my shelf for me to read next year. I know I said I was going to get rid of all of them, but I really went through the ones that were left that I didn't read and kind of made a concise decision that either I did want to read them and take them into the new year with me, or I really didn't. Next up was Melissa Hill and the Charm Bracelet. This one, again, I didn't get the chance to read, but I do want to give it a try at Christmas next year or this year. But again, it's by Melissa Hill, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to love it. because I wasn't a huge fan of the writing style and the diamond from Tiffany's. So we'll give it a try. If it's not for me, then I'll just declutter it when we get to that point. What's next? Alex Pine, The Christmas Killer. I really wanted to get to this. I had every intention of getting to it, and then I was left with 2 days and was desperate to finish one I'd started in November, which you will see shortly. But I just didn't get to this one, which was really sad. But it is staying for next year. Carol Matthews, Wrapped Up Anew. I didn't get to it, and to be honest, I'm not overly worried about it, so it is a declutter. Murder on Christmas Eve. This one was lovely. It was a little compilation of mini stories, and I really, really enjoyed it. My dad's asked if he can borrow it, so it's going to him. I Heart Christmas. I listened to the first couple of chapters on audiobook. Again, wasn't for me, so that one is going. Tom Fletcher and the Christmas Thesaurus. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. It's staying. I really, really enjoyed this sequel. So there is that. I also read Han Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen, which is one of my favourite like winter stories, or like fairy tales. It's one of my favourites. I'm hoping to get it in a book form at some point. But obviously with my no-buy, that's going to have to wait. But it's going to go onto my wish list, and it's one to sort of look at for the future because I really, really love the story. I also read Debbie McCroma's 12 Days of Christmas. I really, really hated the edition I'd got. I thought it was so ugly. So I've passed that edition on to my friend, and before the new year started, I used some of my Christmas money to pick up a prettier version. Hopefully that will be here soon, and then I can do a book haul. Now the last one was an Anne Cleeves The Crow Trap Vera one. It took me a long time to read. It was a hefty chonker of a book. I don't have it to show you because I have left it upstairs and I'm too lazy to go and get it. But I really, really enjoyed it. I really, really liked the way it kind of all wrapped up at the end. But I did find the first like 2/3 really, really long. It was like a slow trudge up a hill. But I'm glad I persevered and carried on with it. I really like Vera on telly. I didn't like the way she was described in the book at all. It described her as a really quite grubby sort of woman, with like brown teeth and like things like that. And I didn't like it. I didn't feel like she needed to be that way. I don't know if I'm using the TV series to cloud my judgment here. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of the way she was described in the book, but I really, really enjoyed the story. And I liked seeing it from all the different perspectives. There were 4 women involved, and you saw it from everyone's perspective, and I really, really enjoyed that. Right, I'm going to grab the books I'm unhauling. I think there are 20 altogether with the Christmas ones I just mentioned that are going. But yeah, I'm going to get them and I'll show you them. Okay, I'm back. This is the stack of ones to unhaul. So when I picked my January TBR, sneak peek for my January wrap up, I picked one of the Redwall books. It's not this one. It is in here though. And I'd listened to the other 2 via audiobook and thoroughly enjoyed them. And when I sat down in the bath to read one of these, I found the language so hard and so descriptive that I really struggled. I think I got about 20 pages in and just decided it wasn't for me. If I can listen to them via audiobook, then I'm happy with that. I can't find the one that I wanted to read for January on audiobook, which is a shame. But I am going to be decluttering these 8 Redwall books. These 2 I think I'm just going to give it to a charity shop, and then these 6 my lovely friend Hannah, who was the reason I actually picked up these, because she'd got them on her shelves and I was really, really interested in giving them a go. And she doesn't have these 6, and she's been trying to collect them all for ages, so she is going to take the 6 that she doesn't have, and then the other 2 will just go to a charity shop at some point when I can give them to a charity shop. Some of the Christmas ones are all going to go to my friend at work because she loves a bit of Christmas chicklet, which I decided I'm not a huge fan of. Debbie McCrumber's 12 Days of Christmas though, I'll read it 6 times, love it. And then the rest are chicklet. So my contemporary chicklet shelf used to just be this one here. It's now this one and this one down here. I had to have a bit of a rearrange because I had genres split and it was driving me insane. So I've moved it. I had a little look through my kind of contemporary shelf, and these 5 did not make the cut. I'm not sure if any of them are on my books to declutter in May, or my self-destruct books in May, but they are going. I have One Day in May by Catherine Elliott, The Time of My Life by Cecilia Ahern. I do have about 5 or 6 other Cecilia Aherns, but this one's blurb just didn't grab me. These are going to my lovely friend Hannah, so she's got the Red Bull ones and these to contend with. And then I have 2 again by Lindsay Kelk, I Heart London and I Heart New York. I didn't feel gripped at all with the I Heart Christmas one. And I'm not sure if it's her writing style. And when I read the back of them, I just wasn't overly interested in the story. So for that reason, those 2 are going. And then lastly, I have The 3-Day Rule by Josie Lloyd and Emily Reese. I didn't realise this one was actually a Christmas one, which I did not obviously pick out from my Christmas reads. But I had a little look at the back and decided again, it just wasn't one I was particularly interested in. So I'm going to have to check my self-destruct list and see if there are any on there. I do plan on doing a new self-destruct list maybe in May when I declutter the others. I'll let you know in that video. But yeah, that's everything from me. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I read how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I read 10 books in December, which is pretty good for me. And I really liked that. And then I'm decluttering 20. And that's made me feel pretty good. For those of you that saw my January TBR and my new rules for reading books on my shelves and putting money into the jar, that will obviously start with January's TBR, not this one. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I didn't keep you too long. Yeah, that's everything for me and I'll see you guys in the next one.